Hey, so today we are going to be doing something a little bit different that we offered at home. Foot detox. You're actually going to watch me get foot detox and seeing how that whole process works. And I can kind of explain what a foot detox is for. And we can go from there. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. You can check out our Facebook page for more. The system that we are using today is called an ionized me machine. And you guys get to come along with me as I get this set up. I am literally having to plug the entire machine in, so I will explain it to you guys as I go. And if you have any questions, you of course can leave a comment, send us a message. But this is literally how we do it at home. The only thing that you will see different is for me, I don't have a bag in the tub when I do my feet. But for all of my clients that come in, I do align the entire tub with a bag. So you have your own clean area to put your feet in. So this way there's no cross contamination between what we have or what you have. And of course, the tubs get cleaned and such. So with that being said, that should be the only difference between what we would do if you guys came in versus me. All right, so everything right here in my lap, this is exactly what we are going to be using. So here is the solution that they go ahead and send you with the machine to go ahead and clean your ionized me machines, as this is what goes in the water. So these were already cleaned before they were put back into the bucket. So these are set to go for now. But once after I do detox, I will be soaking these so they'll be ready for the next round. So they also come with cute little caps for the containers that have the cords go through and such. It's kind of cool. And you're probably going, she has pink salt in here? Yes. My house has a water softener. So all of the salt is not needed. If I was going to an event and using regular water, I would have to add salt to the water for this machine to run 100% accurate. But this is in here for when I do events or going out to somebody's house and needing to make sure all the numbers are reading accurately because we need to add salt. It's very important. Those trash bags I talked about. I have a whole entire liner here of trash bags that I use for these tubs. There's 2 tubs here. They're the collapsible tubs. So this is the Ionize Me machine. This is the unit that is heavy. And it has a mag case on the outside. You have your duals. You got your on and off switch here. You have where it reads everything on the screen here for the tops and bottoms. And this is where your coils, those cords go ahead and plug into. So we're going to get this plugged in because this is going to at least take 3 minutes to go ahead and warm up before you can actually even use it. I'm going to set this on the floor. We're going to plug this bad boy in. Now I got it turned on. I'm just going to leave this here to go ahead and warm up. It doesn't really beep or anything when it's done, but you also cannot start a detox for a person until this section is done. So you might as well turn it on and just let it sit. With that being said, we are going to fill up our tubs with water, which in my case, I only need 1 because I'm 1 person, and we will go from there. Alrighty, so here comes my tub of water that we are going to be using. This water is from my kitchen sink. It is from City Water. I'll put you in there like so, the cords out. So these can stand up straight or they can lay down. It is a personal preference on what you want to do with it. I personally like it laying down because the bubbles can come up out of it. It doesn't get caught in the top and it doesn't cause it to float. They just recommend using warm water for this because it's like an electric current going through your body. So I went ahead and I pushed my button out. So now it is actually blue. I know you guys probably can't see that up there in camera, but my button's blue. I'm going to be the top numbers that are moving, and we will go from there. We're going to be here for 30 minutes. Okay, now that both of my feet are in, registering numbers. So basically all you do is sit here. The number one thing you'll notice is I start with a lot of fresh, clean water. Once the water is nice and clean, get you started, then you're going to see this thing start bubbling up and making this color. And you're probably going, oh, great, it's already making a horrible color. If I threw the ionizer in here without my feet, yes, the color of the water would still turn dark. And that's just part of the unit of how it works because of the coils and everything that are in these things. So how do you know if you're actually getting a detox if the water always turns? Well, a lot of it actually is based on personal preference. For me, I feel better afterward, but I also see a ton of stuff floating around in there. And that stuff is not floating around there in there currently. And there's nothing on those coils that's going to come off to create all that stuff floating around. And I know for a fact that that came out of me. So a lot of it is a personal preference. So this is where we detox. We call it a detox because it pulls out the heavy metals in your body. Your feet are connected to every piece in your body. So getting a foot massage helps you to relax because you can actually get rid of migraines and headaches that way. Also with your hands are connected in different ways as well. So going ahead and doing a detox is really useful for the body because you can actually detox it in ways you can't really detox like sweating, you're sweating throughout your pores, you're getting it out of your system, and that's one way to do it. But this one does it on multiple different levels. So you're putting your feet in hot water, which raises your temperature, helps you to relax. Plus, your feet automatically start to relax, which helps you to relax. And since you're starting to relax, I'm actually getting a foot detox. So everything is going through my system and going out. I've noticed my acne clearing up, my skin clearing up. If you have wounds on your body, like for those that get the skin flakes and the wounds that just won't heal and such, that's based on your liver. If you have something wrong with your liver, your skin starts to show it because it's so much connected to the liver. And that's one of the signs of being like, hey, I need help. Hey, hey. So doing a foot detox, your liver is going to catch everything that it can. It's a filter for your entire body. Well, that liver is pulling out the detoxes, the heavy metals, and everything you're eating and trying to go ahead and keep clean. And it's working overtime on multiple different levels. And then all of a sudden, wow, we have liver cancer. Wow, half my liver's dying. Or, oh my gosh, I need a liver transplant. And those are things I'm not a big fan of. So, doing a foot detox, I'm helping my liver, I'm helping my intestines, I'm getting rid of parasites. And it is one of the things I personally like because I feel better because of it. My skin clears up, my body feels better. I can do a parasite cleanse if I wanted to afterward. And I can see in myself the results because I'm very connected to my own self on how I do foot detoxes. And each person doing a foot detox is different. So for every person out there, it is different per individual. So for my hubby, because he likes to drink coffee every single morning, he may get more bubbles than I do. And some of those bubbles are really cool because if you take a lighter to them, they go pop. It's really cool. And it's not just like a regular air bubble, is what I'm trying to say. So it's a special gas that actually comes out in our bodies that comes out through our feet. And sometimes during the foot detoxes, it kind of feels like your feet are being a little bit tickled because you can feel things being pulled out of your feet, which is really cool. So, how often do we do foot detoxes? That is where everybody starts to draw the line of that's really cool. Let's go get a foot detox. It's only $35 per person. Going ahead and coming in, do your foot detox, and then you get told, okay, we'll see you in 2 more days. And you're like, wait, I just did a foot detox. Why would I need to come back in 2 more days? Well, for adults, they recommend every 2 days. For kids, it's every 3 days. And they recommend that for about 2 to 3 months of you actually doing a ritual of it. And so this is an amazing way of how to foot detox. And it's safe for kids, it's safe for adults. You can do it with pets. The amount of time to do a foot detox is about 30 minutes long, and that is per adult. And I could do 2 people at once here at home. And this is all you do is you sit, relax. If you want to watch a movie, we can turn a movie on, and it's really nice and warm and quiet, and it's nice. And if you have kids, don't worry. I have kids too. I got a playground outside. I have things that they can play with. It's not the end of the world. This is a home to where we care about your health and we care about you. And sometimes coming and relaxing and putting your feet up and having your kids play with somebody else, kids is all you need. But my kids, I do this every 3 days and it helps detoxify their body because it can also help with ADHD, helping with calming them down because those heavy metals in the sky. So if you really think about it, going back 200 years, we didn't have this much pollution going on. We didn't have the airplanes flying in the sky. But then you come to today, well, now you just opened up a entirely different worm basket. It is everywhere. You cannot get away from the chemical sprays, the smoke, the exhaustions that come out of our vehicles. We are constantly eating things that are poisonous, basically. And our body is trying to keep up with it and it's struggling to keep up with all this pollution because it's like, I wasn't meant to handle all this. And then you're wondering why in your 40s, 50s, and 60s we're sick. And I may be in my 20s, but I can tell you one thing is I am very good at observing other people and asking how they're doing and what they think. And I ran into herbalists with their own opinions as well of they will do this over and over and over again because this doesn't hurt you. It's natural. It feels good. Your body likes it. And then I come across other individuals that don't detox and they're like, why would I spend the time or money on that? Well, guess who's in the hospital more? So it's really a personal preference of how long you want to do it. Even with me owning the machine, I haven't done a foot detox probably in 3 months, if I really had to say it. Antique Festival is the last time I put my feet in. This is the first time in July that I'm finally putting my feet into detox. So yeah, you can already see the floating particles down here. I got some bubbles going on. That's coming out of me. That is part of me. And that is 100% normal. It's going to get darker and darker. And at some point, you're not even going to be able to see my feet. But if you have any questions in regards to the ionized mean machine that is going on here, you can go ahead and leave a comment below. You can also go ahead and search up the ionized mean machine on Google, and they actually have their own website. They have their own proof, evidence, scientific facts, and everything behind it. You can also watch videos on it. I'm not the only person that knows about this machine. I just happen to have one because I've always wanted one. These are amazing to have clearing up my skin. And if this works 10 times better than me using anything on my skin for acne, 100% I'm going to do it. It means I don't have to sit in front of the faucet or the sink in the bathroom scrubbing my face or having to put an extra product on that I have to go buy. I just soak my feet and my body likes me for it. It clears up my wounds. It helps me to feel better. It helps me to feel energized. And that's really all I need. And I can see that in my kids also. Now, if you wanted to detox your dogs or pets, yes, you could, but I would recommend doing it outside and if within only like a 5 minute span of introducing them at 5 minutes if you really wanted to detox your dog. So you can detox your dog, but you don't jump them in right away because their system may have a more of a shock than us. There's also certain people that shouldn't get a detox done, and that's because of the metal currency. So, like, let's say if you had a heart pacemaker or something like that, you wouldn't want that to be entirely mixed in. It is low risk, but at the same point, you do have to follow your safety factors. And I'm not a doctor. I cannot cure, prevent, or anything with diseases. It's just I'm a herbalist with naturally looking at things, and this is my own point of view, and I'm sharing it with all of you. I'm not perfect, and I don't think anybody in this world is perfect, but I do know one thing is there's a lot of good things in this world that a lot of people don't see and don't realize it. So I try to make it possible for all of you to be able to detox and enjoy. I know a lot of the people that are on Facebook are not local to me. They do not live in Michigan, but I will tell you one thing. You can call nail salons up as well and ask them if they do a foot detox. And then you can ask them, do you use an ionized V machine? That will get the ball rolling. Or you can ask them, what is your type of foot detox? Is it to where I put my feet in cold? Is it to where I put my feet in a soap bath? Or is it where I'm actually using a machine that has a cord that goes to a coil that goes in the water that actually helps pull out the heavy metals of the body? So there are many different ways a person can detox. They got the patches that you can put on the bottoms of your feet. They got tinctures that you could take, teas you can drink. Yes, dandelion tea will help detoxify the body, but this helps even more. So the more things that you can do to help your body detox in different ways, because the dandelion is going to help in the ingestion, it's going to help in the liver, it's going to help a little bit in the rest of the body, but this by far does the whole body and it is amazing. So we have been here for 12 minutes and we are already this dark. You almost can't see my toes anymore. I don't even think maybe I'm wiggling them. So yeah, it is very easy to go ahead and do a foot detox, going ahead and feeling good about yourself. And you can do this with a friend, you can do this with your kids, and I highly recommend it. But I have shared on Facebook what a foot detox looks like, and there's different colors of foot detoxes that actually tell you which part of your body detox the most. Because if it's your gallbladder, if it's your kidneys, if it's your liver, you're going to see different colors in regards to that. And you'll be like, well, that organ really needed a detox. Maybe I should take something to help support it while it's going through this detox. Because it's important to let your bodies also heal after your detox as well. So, listening to your body is number one. So, as of today, that is all I have. And I hope to see you all next time. And thanks for watching.